Hello everyone, for today's video I'm going to just tear apart a cheap female Majin, and I should say this, in my opinion he's cheap and you'll see why. Okay, I'll say, he goes for infinite. Like, I do go for a manual stamina break, but even before that he goes for an infinite, like one that doesn't take any ki or stamina to continue. So yeah, I mean, I've mentioned before, I do consider infinites cheap, and I really don't care if other people think they're cheap or if they think they're, you know, legit. Like right there when Fury just completely failed, but he does go for it later on. Actually quite soon. I mean, I'll go for like 2 time skip pulses. Again, I'm not taking this too seriously. Like, this was probably the last fight I was going to have, you know, right there one from Infinite, and then the time skip backbreaker. I mean, don't get me wrong, in theory, it's a good setup, but still, in my opinion, I consider Infinites cheap. Goes for it here. Yeah, keep loss cancel one as well. So I think, you know what, that's fine. I'm not going to complain about it, but you better make sure that you leave in my lobby after this, because if not, oh boy. Okay, so I was recording I'm not too sure if this video's gone up yet, but I was recording, like, it's just going to be a stupid meme video, something like the most overpowered outfit in the game, or something like that, and it's just going to be me, you know, using this outfit, the Yarn to baseball outfit. So I go for the Kaken times 20 here, and I go for the times 60 technique, just to try and make him waste his stamina. Pretty much goes for it there. I do believe I drop out of it in a moment, just to keep an eye on my stamina, yes I do. So he's got almost 4 bars of stamina, you know, recharge now. I've got Super God Fist, Fake Death, not Super Kamehameha. Right, so Super God Fist, Kamehameha, Fake Death, and Neo Wolfang Fist. It's a sort of Yamcha-esque moveset, 2 ultimate, Spirit Ball, and the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha. I've got the time skip transport, as you guys saw, as my evasive, and also Kaioken as my transformation. They went for another infinite, tried to go for the time skip backbreaker, predicting I was going to vanish, got to again there. I mean, from here, all it's going to take is this guy to hit me once to trap me into the, you know, combat animation, so I can't do anything. So right there, I went for stamina break. He waited for a moment. I don't know why that pulls into a clash. He goes for Deadly Dance. I went for the Fake Death, but it didn't really work out for me. So I gave him in my own stamina break here, and this may have actually been game here, but because I didn't have any stamina, I couldn't, you know, dash forward or like move forward, whatever. So from there, I had like so little health that quite literally anything would have been able to defeat me. So I went for his evasive, of course he did, and that does defeat me. So I'm thinking, you know what? But these are play matches with limitations turned off. Capsules are off. You know, so that means levels and superstars take effect. You have like a time skip there, like a bit of lag, I don't know what happened there. But this is indeed my anti-cheap preset. So for my evasive, I have Hyper Movement, Future Super as my transformation, Super Black Kamehameha, and Justice Combination as my 2 ultimates, Do or Die, Divinity Unleashed, Perfect Shot, and Sonic Bomb as my supers. And from my superstar, I have the Elder Kai superstar, so all I need to do is transform, go for Do or Die, and that will, you know, constantly recover my health. That's great. I mean, spoilers, this guy doesn't win again because this is my cheap preset. Again, infinite there. I mean, at this point, it really doesn't matter. Like, I don't really like complaining about stuff now because it's like, who cares? But what I do now do is I'll just use a preset that will perfectly counter what I consider to be cheap. And again, guys, it's just an opinion. My opinion, of course, isn't absolute. I could have gone for 2 Justice combinations here, but I think, you know what, but Revenge will be great. So I did go for a like the Heavy Smash Infinite, kind of. Like, I'm not entirely sure how to do that yet. Like, I have a fairly good idea. So yeah, go for another Do or Die, go for the Backy Predict. It worked. Well, I got the Predict right, but it didn't connect. Wonderful, fantastic. Go for Sonic Bomb there. When I went for Perfect Shot a little bit ago, I actually didn't mean to go for Sonic Bomb, but I just got my inputs wrong because I rarely use this preset. So yeah, again, another well, that really wasn't an infinite, but it goes for the time skip backbreaker. So basically, let's be fair, this guy, his whole strategy, and like, he can only do infinites and the time skip backbreaker. Let's be fair, that's all that this guy can do. So it sucks for him. Go for another Sonic Bomb into another Do or Die just to reactivate my superstar. So that's great. I'm just standing still here. Stamina will constantly recover as well as my health, as long as I'm in a, you know, I'm transformed in the Future Super transformation, and that I have, you know, Do or Die or Divinity Unleashed activated. So from there, Sonic Bomb. I think the footage lagged out a bit there, glitched a bit. Whoops. So yeah, going to the next fight against this guy. I pick Comet's Lookout, and I think from now on against this guy, I pick stages where we start off at the, you know, like quite far away from each other, so that way I can charge up and go for transformation to activate my Super Soul instantly, basically. But it didn't work there because I asked on a previous video if the Divinity Unleashed effect activates after 1 or 3, you know, bars of ki, and people have been saying it activates only after 1 bar, but I charged up 2 bars there, it didn't work, so I think it's 3 bars. So this guy on this preset is now also running Sonic Bomb, so right there, almost hit me. I went for the backstep low, and because it doesn't have tracking and like I guess like the damage radius or whatever is quite small, yeah, that protected me, so that's great. Now, to be honest, I may be going a little overboard in how many times I'm using do or die, but I mean, whatever, you know, it sucks that guy, I guess. Again, like, I really don't care what people consider cheap or legit. Like, the two things that are very nice people up there when he went for the Sonic Bomb, but the two things that I get, well, I wouldn't say annoyed, but two things that concern me, I've mentioned this before, is when, firstly, people know I consider something cheap, yet they still use it against me, or when they do something that I consider cheap, then I counter them, and then they send me messages. I mean, in which case, it'll make for a great video. But those are the two things that, again, I wouldn't say annoyed, but it's like really, like, that's my reply, like, mentally, it's just like, really, dude. But credit to this guy, he didn't message me, at least not as of this recording, so I don't think he would, to be honest, but still. I mean, like, it's the age-old argument of what's cheap or not, because some people may consider spamming legitimate, you know, some people may find it okay. And you know what, fair play to them. If you think spamming's fine, that's great, but just keep in mind that if someone plays cheap against you or they counter it, you really can't complain, you just can't. So that one for the perfect shot. And I didn't really use it in, well, I didn't use perfect shot that much in these, well, in the first few fights. I think I may use them quite a bit later on. But I believe this fight right now is going to be the shortest fight in this video, and I think, okay, no, I was going to say that I thought I may have actually got a perfect win off this guy, but it doesn't really count if you take damage to them, recover that damage either by a capsule or the Elderkai Supercell, so it's not going to be a perfect win, even though I will have either max health or like almost max health, so yeah. I do think in this fight this guy is starting to get a bit annoyed or panic or whatever. I mean, I'm just baiting him into vanishing there. Go for the stun break here. Do I go for an infinite? No, I'll go for Jesus combination, which just it's not going to survive that. Well, okay, he's going to survive that Jesus combination, but I'll go for a second one here. No, I don't. I go for perfect shot. It doesn't hit. I go for the delayed destruction, Sonic Bomb, and if we both had very little health, and I know I've mentioned this a few times as well in the past, but if we both had very little health there, then that would have ended in a draw because I believe we both hit each other at the exact same time. Okay, next fight, same stage again. I'm going to be able to charge up at like what, at least 5 bars of key if I go for Divinity Unleash at the very beginning, and you know, keep charging up until he hits me. But I did decide to end it there at like what, just under, like barely just under 5 bars of key, so that way, you know, if he tried to go for stamina, well, it's not stamina reset, but stamina break, I'd be able to, you know, move away or vanish or whatever, so that's great. So yeah, Future Super Saiyan, the Supercell hasn't activated, or he did, well actually I think he did when I first transformed, but the effect ran out, so I do need to go for do or die quite soon. And with that being said, I do go for the Aura Burst to send him flying away to give me like an extra second or so to go for do or die. Going to Clash here, that gives me max key again, great, awesome. So yeah, I mean, another infinite there, was a surprise. Like, I'm thinking like, when should I vanish, because he's going to try and set up the time skip backbreaker. He went for Shadow Crush there, I don't know why. Like, Shadow Crusher, if you don't know, it only activates when your opponent goes for a key-based super, or of course a key-based ultimate. Doesn't work with strike supers or ultimates. I'm not too sure if it works with just normal key blasts, like, you know, the circle key blast, or like the charged key blast, whatever you have, I'm not too sure, but it definitely works for both key-based supers and ultimates. So maybe he just meant to go for the time skip backbreaker, and if he did, then obviously he's starting to lose his cool. So yeah, I go for the very overpowered and broken perfect shot there, because when that hits, you can't vanish out of it. You need to either A, endure it, well, 3 things: A, endure it, B, go for your evasive, or C, just hope that you fall out of it by luck or by lag or something like that. So yeah, go for another Sonic Bomb there. It doesn't work, so go for another do or die to again refresh my Super Soul, just so I've got a constant stream of health coming in. Yeah, again, like with infinites, it sucks if you're going to use them because I have probably the best counter moveset and build. So there, I did try and get a Peri Block off. I unblocked because of course I did. It's still an extremely bad habit I have, even back as far as Xenoverse 1. I got for the Sonic Bomb there. He predicted it perfectly and went for the Shadow Crusher. Go for the throw as he goes for the Stamina Break. Go for another do or die. I think I might go to the ground now. No. Well, I think I might go to like the ground to recover stamina faster, because, you know, if I don't have any stamina, he can go for a Stamina Break, and then I may be in a bit of trouble. But again, as soon as my Super Soul activates, I should be fine. I go for the Vanish there again with Infinite. What a surprise, I go for Sonic Bomb. He's almost defeated at this point. Going to another Clash. My Super Soul effect's about to run out, so I think I might go for it again, like do or die, I'm not too sure. No, I don't, I lie. I go for the Super Black Kamehameha, and it's just the uppercut that defeats him, so I thought that was very nice. So we did have a few other fights, but I will just show one more, and spoilers again. I won every fight that we had when I used this preset. Well, pretty much every other fight, excluding the first one we had. So again, go to the final fight for this video. I've got 4 bars of ki. Of course, that's going to give me enough. Well, that's going to activate my Super Soul when I transform into future Super Saiyan. Yeah, so again, like at this point, I was getting a bit bored. So yeah, go for like ki blast there. Go for perfect shot. I meant to go for Sonic Bomb because, of course, there was no way in hell perfect shot would have hit him because, well, he was behind me, Kappa. So yeah, just a complete mistake on my end. I think I normally have Sonic Bomb as circle or vice versa, like it's on square, I don't know, so I just got confused there with the buttons and stuff like that, so my bad again. I did it like early in the video, so I mean, who cares, you know. So yeah, another Infinite, and yeah, I mean, I'm just repeating myself now, I really am. I mean, this fight, I believe this fight is almost over, maybe like another minute or so. So I go for Divinity Unleashed to try and bait him into rushing into me. It works perfectly. I go for just this combination. It's ki, I don't really care about it. I've got Divinity Unleashed. I can just recover ki whenever I want to, really. You know, of course, assuming that there's enough distance to do so. So yeah, just baited him there. Yeah, so right now, I mean, I did use, like, I think I went for a second just combination as well, but I believe it failed. So I do need to make sure I get a bit of ki just so I can keep going for do or die to make sure that my health is fine. So again, while surprise, another Infinite. Great, awesome, into Deadly Dance. I need to go for another do or die just to be safe because my, well, the Super Style effect did run out a while ago, so there I do go for do or die. Great. Again, Super Style effects kicked in. I've got max stamina, you know, almost max ki and max health because, well, we went to a clash there, that recovered some of my ki, and of course the Super Style is going to keep recovering my health. Go for just a combination there, knowing that he would either A, endure it, or B, go for his evasive. Either would have worked because, well, as you can see right now, he's got no stamina. So I believe I go for, well, I think I might try and go for another stamina break, I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm kind of just messing around now because there's absolutely no way in hell he's going to win. He's just not going to. But as you guys just saw, I just did a massive schoolboy error there. I blocked as he went for the home dash, which of course broke my guard. He went for, well, he then goes for Divine Lasso. I don't know why. You know, I mean, I would have just gone for like an Infinite to try and capitalize on the damage because, well, like that's the only way he can win, just going for Infinites. So go for Deadly Dance again there. I go for the Aura Burst. It didn't work or it didn't connect, so that's great. Go for a Super Black Kamehameha, and he just stands still. Well, essentially stands still. Didn't go for his evasive. I don't think he could have. But yeah, again, we did have a few other fights. This was the last fight I had with him. But, you know, we had some other fights and I did win those fights I didn't show. So guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I will see you next time.